Hello and good morning to anyone watching this video, especially the men out there. I'd like to get something straight to anyone watching this video. By all means, be a nice man if you want to. But we live in a society today where nice no longer exists. Which is why I've developed the spiritual tools of ghosting people to the point where they get royally offended. And rightfully so. It's the only way they're going to learn to respect my presence. It's the only way they are going to respect my presence. And to any man out there with a conscience along with common sense, you would hearken onto my voice and know that there's truth to what I'm saying. Nice no longer exists. It's a sign of weakness. Which is why I love ghosting people to the point where they get royally offended just by being within my presence, and rightfully so. Like I said, it's the only way people are going to learn to respect me. It's the only way they are going to respect my presence. Does this mean that I see you next Thursday, polite way of wording it, because obviously there might be kids watching this video? Absolutely not. I believe that you treat those on how you want to be treated. In other words, if you bend over backwards and give somebody a prolonged amount of your time only to have it thrown in your face, taken advantage on, trampled on, spat on, crapped on, and then mocked off, then no. I believe that these type of people deserve the cold treatment. They deserve the cold treatment. And not only the cold treatment, they deserve the mirroring tactic, where you are essentially mirroring their behaviors to the point where they are going to drive those, and when I say those, I'm referring to God's creation, they are going to drive those that are inflicting the hate, the oppression, absolutely insane. To the point where they're going to end up tearing chunks out of hair out of their head. They're going to end up tearing chunks of hair out of their head. They're going to end up biting chunks out of their arm as a form of coping strategy. And only God knows what else. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you go against us, us chosen as you will, 24/7. So, brothers and sisters, anyone for that matter that I happen to have a deep spiritual and meaningful, authentic connection with, shed the nice guy, shed the nice girl approach. It will not get you anywhere. Trust me, it will not get you anywhere. It will get you spiritually murdered. It will get your soul murdered. It will get your soul bent over and shafted. It will get your soul stoned. It will get your soul hanged. And only God knows what other form of punishment that this world puts us through on a regular basis, all because we speak the truth. Develop the same strategies that I have developed. Yes, you are going to royally PISS a load of people off. Would you rather PISS a load of people off than to please a lot of people, be nice to a lot of people, only to have your heart ripped out of your chest and have it trampled on underneath, people's feet? No. You treat people how they treat you. It's as simple as that. If people are good to you, you reciprocate that goodness back, however many folds, and you make that person know that they mean well and that everything they do is actually in fact appreciated, respected, as well as reciprocated 24/7. Whether you smile at the people and you form a genuine connection on a regular basis, or whether you very, very minimally, that is, build any form of connection with these people, because at the end of the day, we are still healing on the inside, you know, and in the mind, that is, we are still healing. We're not going to crack everybody a smile 24/7, because we live in such a self-entitled society today that even one smile at the wrong person, you can sense that being taken away from you, to the point where you're now offended and you're frustrated. Bravo, well done. But again, I guess it's all choice at the end of the day, isn't it? We live, we learn, we live, we die. We die, we live. As a matter of fact, be the nice person. If you don't believe a word that I'm saying, be the nice person. See where it gets you. See where it gets you. And then don't come crawling back to me later on, try to convince me that I didn't try warning you. This is why I love ghosting this is why I love ghosting the ungodly out of people, because it drives them absolutely insane. They want to know more about me, rather than jump to conclusions, as well as jump to conclusions. And I'm not going to give it to them, regardless of what they throw at me. Try being the nice person to your husbands and your wives, and see where that gets you in the bedroom. I can guarantee you, it'll get you a load of deep, meaningful, loving connections. I'm not going to go too far into this, because obviously, like I said, there might be kids watching this video. It might get you, the loving treatment, for a little while, but then she'll get bored of you, or he'll get bored of you. The sex dries up to very little, if not bare minimum, and then nothing at all. And then guaranteed she's finding it elsewhere, or he's finding it elsewhere. And that's what happens when you wear the nice guy approach. This is what happens when you try to be a pushover to the world. Whether you're a man or a woman, like I said, it doesn't matter who you are, because this can happen to both sexes as well. I don't believe in the word nice. It's just a cliche to describe a good person, to have them trampled on 24/7, to have their souls stoned, to have their souls hung, to have their souls crushed, to have their souls trampled on in only God knows what way possible. I believe in being a good person. I believe in unconditionally loving and forgiving afar. But I sure as hell do not believe in being nice. I believe in being a good person that loves to ghost people 24/7, to the point where they are getting frustrated with themselves and they are driving themselves absolutely insane. And this is why many people love me. This is why many people hate me. It is what it is. So, if you're watching this video, whether you know me or you don't, take notes to what I'm saying, people. Because like I said, and I'll say it for the last and final time, we live in a society today where nice no longer exists. By all means, be the nice girl, be the nice man if you have to. But don't expect the world to not trample all over you and take you for everything you've got. Talking from past experiences, and this is why I am the man that I am today. Point blank period. Like I said, I don't care who gets offended watching this video, because I wouldn't want my life any other way. Peace be with you all. Stay out of trouble, drink plenty, be warm, but most of all and most importantly, take what I'm saying on board. Or better yet, unacknowledge my voice, be the nice guy, be the nice girl, and then, depending on our connection, come back to me later on and try convincing me that I didn't try warning you. It is what it is. In order to live in today's society and get through each and every day without crumbling, without breaking nor folding, we have to remain low-key. We have to remain closed off to the world. Does this mean to be a cold-hearted, ruthless maniac with nothing but apathy, hate and oppression? No. But I'd be lying if I said that it doesn't at all consume me sometimes. And this is why I'm desperately trying to avoid bringing that part of me back up. Because at the end of the day, I do have a relationship commitment with God the Father and His Son Jesus Christ. And if I tap into that side of me, I am sabotaging my gift of salvation based on God's works out of good faith, as well as free gift to eternal life. And this is what the devil wants. He wants to use people against me so that I can sabotage all of this. And it is not going to happen, which is why I am desperately trying to kill this side of me off. But the devil has to keep on running his poxy little mouth off. But then I have that mindset where I no longer care. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, the funny thing about all of this, the people that keep on hating and oppress me, they always come back 24/7, 24/7, 24/7 with the mentality that, oh, well, it's okay. He's forgiven me now, so he'll take us back, and allow us into his circle. No. You're a moron for even thinking that. You're a degenerate. And at the end of the day, you're just going to royally PISS yourself off for thinking that. My circle is for trustees. My circle is for those that I can genuinely build rapport with. My circle is genuinely for spiritual, deep, meaningful, and intellectual connections with the right type of people that have no motives, no intentions, no hate, no oppression, and no other form of evil. And that, my friends, is how I roll. Period.